It's about that time. Yes, it's deck challenge time today. And you all, I have a sweet little tiny treat. Can somebody tell him thank you? All right, I want to highlight today in this creation on this card, I pulled out something that I've had in my stash for a long time. It's transparent gloss texture paste. And when I show you the card on today, which we are working with the Queen of Diamonds, you all are going to discover why this has been in my stash for a long time. All right, so I tried to use that. And I also took a scrap piece of paper out of my scrap bin. Love this paper. If you can see, it has like script way deep back in the background. It's like a wood grain, unusual colors. I love the blue and the browns and the tan and the cream that's peeking through it. So I just use this, and then I use also the reverse side. There was something right here, so you will see it once I show you the card. So once again, use what you have. No need to go out and buy anything different. You have a lot of things to create with, bits and pieces. This is a bit and a piece. All right, here we go. This is today's card. Waiting. I simply love it. One other thing that I want to highlight is the burlap. I have some burlap, a burlap paper stack, and I pulled it out during the holidays, and I used a snippet of it, and I had some still laying around in my scrap bin. It was just a very tiny small piece in the scrap bin. Oh, here we go, right here. All right, so this has a back on it, a finished back on this burlap, and then this burlap in the front. Okay, so this is another bits and pieces. So don't throw things out. I keep things. I got a scrap bin, and this was just enough for me to make my little logs right here. Okay, so what did I do with this card? I used that brown glassine bag, you all, that I showed in the previous video. I used another piece of that, laid it on this card with some, this time I did use gel medium. All right, I did use gel medium this time. The last time I ended up using the decoupage, right? Okay, so the gel medium gave it a more of a thick substance. It laid down on the paper a little bit thicker and made it puff up a little bit. I like it. All right, so then on top of there, I simply laid down some white cheesecloth. And because I used the gel medium, I laid gel medium on the raw card, and then after I put the glassine bag on top, I laid another thin layer of gel medium on top of that, and then just adhered the cheesecloth on top, and it just sunk right into the gel medium. I simply love it. Okay, then I went in with the scraps of paper from the sheet that I had. I tore me some off. I left the edges open and raw on the top one. I teared it to the back so that the edges would be finished on the bottom piece, and then I left this bottom down here raw again. So these two match, but the inner two, I wanted them to be different. Then I just simply went through, took the card through my sewing machine and stitched the edges only where the torn paper was. I love that effect. So remember, you could do different things. Even though you are using your sewing machine, you don't just have to go all the way around the card. You could break that up. And that's kind of what I did. Everything on this card is basically broken up into pieces, and that's what I love about it. And it makes it one whole beautiful piece, right? Because I broke up the Queen of Diamonds by placing the two pieces separate from each other. So you have the Queen of Diamond peeking everywhere. Okay? Then after I laid that down and did my sewing, I went in with my stencil, my brick stencil, and that's where I use this transparent gloss texture paste. Now I don't know if you all could see the gloss, but the gloss, baby, is coming through. It's life on this card. All right, this card, the bricks are absolutely clear. You see the print from the paper in these bricks, right? So I discovered that's why I had put this away and basically wasn't grabbing it, because I think I do like the texture paste that comes up solid, if that makes any sense. I don't know, at the time that I purchased this and I was using it, I just couldn't get really into the fact that everything that I made when I used this, it was clear. So I had to add color, or it would show up wherever I put it. All right, so I don't know if I really like this. I just really don't. I was wondering why my whole bottle was still full. But for the sake of this card, I do, after looking at it, it has grown on me. And it did what I thought that it would do, because I was trying to remember, is this the texture paste that's clear? And it was. Now, here's the trick. When I laid the texture paste down, this is the type of texture paste you cannot hit it with a heat gun, because it does not dry that fast. It'll appear to be white and thick, but it actually took like a day. I had to let it sit the whole day and got up I did this early in the morning, and like when I went to bed that night, it still was white bricks some places. Then some of them had turned clear. So when I got up the next morning, everything was clear. So it took a little while for these bricks to actually lay and become clear, transparent. Right. All right. So here is where I use that burlap paper. I just simply took the burlap paper and I rolled it and made me 2 logs. Right. I love this texture. And then I put my bird on top of it like he's resting. And that's why I put waiting. And then I have a tree branch in the back. I love this card. I love playing with the different textures, and I really love exploring this transparent texture paste. Once again, refreshing it. So I'm going to go on and try to do some more projects with this to see if I can actually get comfortable with it, if it will grow on me. And also, you all, guess what? I want to use up my product. That's what it's all about for me. I spend money on it, and so I want to use it up. Whether I'm crazy about it or not, I need to see the bottom of this jar. Does that make sense to you all? All right, so tell me what you think about my little precious baby today. This one was cute, and again, it was all about the textures. It was all about seeing what the end result would be, right? And so this is the Queen of Diamonds, and she's waiting. All right, you all, leave me some comments below. If you are coming out to play with me, all you need is a deck of cards, and just look around your creative space and begin to grab things to create with. If you are going to come out and play, would you please use the hashtag Tina Deck Challenge, so that when people go to the search engine, they could put that in and try to locate other people that's playing in this challenge. I would like to see what you create with your deck of cards. I hope you are enjoying my deck of cards. If you are on Instagram, you can post your project, and again, use the hashtag Tina Deck Challenge. Till tomorrow, you all, stay blessed, wash those hands, and keep creating most of all. Love you, family.